Welcome to Tax Tuesday. This is Pastor K, your West Coast guru, coming to you from Speedy Tax Services. Okay, so I call it Tax Tuesday. Welcome, you guys, where I provide good information to you, where I bring community information. And guess what? We have a special guest today. So I hope all of you guys share. This is like the most inspiring guest that I am so excited to have on my show today. So this is Small Business Entrepreneur Month this summer. So I'm asking different entrepreneurs if they will be a guest on my show. Good morning, Early. What's up, baby? My road dog. Hey, what's up? So I'm excited, y'all. It is just so okay. Look what I got lined up for you today. I got it lined up. I have Zariah, my niece, a very, very wonderful entrepreneur we're going to have. And then also we have some great topics. I'm going to be talking about the advanced child tax credit. And I'm going to be talking about the moratorium and evictions. And then we're going to be talking about starting how to create a business budget. Because small businesses, I'm one too, so I care about you. So with that, I'd like to bring on and introduce to you my niece. She is an entrepreneur. So Zariah and her mother, Champagne. Good
Hi,
morning. Thank you. I'm so excited to have you here. I just want everybody to introduce everybody to you, although I know that you are very well known, and maybe I have to introduce myself to your fans. But Zariah,
Exactly.
welcome. So you're a little 8-year-old entrepreneur. Tell us about your business.
I started in October last year.
And what do you do? What's the name of it?
Just for Kids.
Just for Kids. Oh, that's a beautiful name. I don't know who thought of it, but that's wonderful. Now, what do you do? What does your business do?
I sell stuff
Like what?
Purses, clothes, shoes,
And accessories.
And accessories.
And for who? Who is your clientele? What age?
Like
All kids.
all kids. Like
girls and boys, or just girls?
Girls and boys.
Unisex, yes.
Unisex? So what made you guys think about coming up with an idea like that? Most kids are playing with dolls or they playing hopscotch, and you do that too. But what made you want to do a business?
I started because I always got the little girls dressed, and I love getting them dressed. I love styling little girls. So I was like, I want to start a business, for little girls, selling clothes and purses and lip gloss and all those type of things. So I was thinking, and I was like, oh, I could just, have it as Zariah's business, because she's old enough to know what she likes and what type of things she wants to wear. And so we named it Just for Kids by Raya Baby. And from there, it's been all over the world, really.
Yeah,
I know, Zariah. I seen you getting off the plane somewhere. I seen you traveling. I know you got a bank account. So, Zariah, what about fashion and clothes do you like?
I like brand.
Name brand.
Like
What? What, like who?
Louis Vuitton.
What? Man, you is okay. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. You already like Louis Vuitton. What you gonna do when you get older? Lord have mercy.
Right.
What? One of the reasons why I wanted to feature you on here is because I just feel that so many people never try their dreams, never do anything, and for you to be a little entrepreneur, a little girl that's not afraid. I mean, I see you and y'all modeling. Hey, tell them you got a YouTube, right?
Yeah.
You got your own YouTube channel. What do you be doing on there?
She's shy. I think
it's okay. You're doing, yeah. I mean, Zariah, you're doing great. I seen you showing people how to do their edges.
Yeah, I do my own edges too.
What else have you done?
I've put on my own nails, like when.
Talk louder.
I put on my own nails, like In some of my videos, I put on nails. I play with slime with my cousins and
Work out.
work out. Yeah.
Just doing different
Work
things.
out. Wait, you work out at this little age?
Yeah, and I've been doing different things on there,
What?
like making
Wow.
And her
I
biggest is her Instagram. Like the Instagram is the biggest right now.
about the Instagram. How many followers you got?
11,000.
I
Say
don't know. 11,000.
Man, I think I got 100.
it.
Maybe
Oh,
maybe 400. I'm gonna give myself more. You got 11,000 followers.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! So you are Sacramento's best kept secret, huh? You are a superstar.
Thank you.
Wow, I'm so proud of you. I'm just, I want to be the one of the first ones to say when you were like way up there and you in Paris or you in France and they talking about little Zariah. I want to be the one to say I was her first one to interview
right,
her.
right, right.
All right, you gonna be able to say my auntie Kay. She interviewed me when I was 8 years old.
When I was still shy.
When you were still shy and you're gonna be all bold and do all this stuff, but I'm gonna be the one. So what is the if people wanted to buy your clothing, if people wanted to shop at your on your how do they do it? Do they go on Instagram or do they do Facebook or website? What do they do?
All of them.
They can do all of them, but usually people go on my website.
Oh, do you know your website? Oh, I see it on the banner there. Is that it?
Yeah,
Join the
my
club?
website. Yeah,
What is it?
justforkids.com.
It's .net
Okay.
though.
Net.
Oh, okay. Justforkids.net. Okay, sorry about that. We sent that. I can't see straight, so I don't know. Okay, so everybody, if you're interested, if you have grandchildren, there you go. If you have grandchildren, if you have cousins, if you have loved ones, you want to buy a present. Look, she has sets on there that it's just so beautiful that they have sets. And then if you want to look at some of the beautiful children and her modeling and Yaya modeling. You could see them on Instagram. Now, is Yaya there?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tell her to come say hi
Come here, Yaya.
because we don't want her to know that she didn't get to be on show either.
Right.
Yaya, come say hi.
She's coming.
I'm coming.
Uh-huh.
I'm so honored, you guys. I'm just like really.
Hi.
Oh, Yaya. Woo, baby, look at all that hair. Hi, honey.
Say hi.
Say hi, auntie.
Oh, you shy
Hey,
too?
look at
Not
y'all shy in front of the camera, but you are precious and you're beautiful. Champagne, I would like to commend you for um, being the mother to guide your children and to show them a way. And I know your grandmother, Veronica, and I know you guys are doing investments and that you guys are developing a little young millionaire. We already
yes.
going to speak into her
Yes.
life, a little young millionaire, and she
Yes.
is going to take this world by storm. And the right, keep your innocence, keep your love, keep all that you have. And I just like to thank you again, Champagne, for being a mother that care about your children. You could have like
Thank
tried to take all the glory, but you're giving them the glory. You're building them up. And I
thank you.
appreciate you so much. Nisi, I
Thank
love
Thank
you.
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 Love
I
you
love
too.
you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. So anyway, wasn't that wonderful? Was that inspiring to know that a young child, 9 years, 8 years old, can have an entrepreneur mind and pursue this world? So that was very exciting to me. Yes, that was awesome. So I'm ready to cry on her because I'm so flattered that and so excited to be part of their lives. Let's talk about some other things that are in the news. So what's going on? I've been getting all kind of calls from people about the IRS advanced child tax credit payments, and so people are asking me, "Where's my money?" Or I didn't get anything. So I've tried to go on irs.gov and then you push the little button about advanced child tax credit. And because of identity crisis and identity theft and everything, even though I may be your tax person, it is not allowing me to go in there and check it. So you have to go yourself. So if you want to find out why you haven't gotten a payment, you want to stop a payment, if you want to see if you're on there, if you want to register to make sure you're on there, I'm not allowed to do it. And you know, I try to help everybody and I would love to do it, but it's just too many crooks and hooks out there, too many scams. So they're not allowing nobody to go in there and do it but yourself. So you have to go see at the bottom of the screen, irs.gov, and then you will push the button, Advanced Child Tax Credit, manage my payment, and you will let them, you will find out if you're scheduled, why you haven't got it, and make sure that all your dependents are registered to make all the changes. You have to set up an IRS account if you don't have one, and then you have to do the IRS identity. That's why I can't do it. They want you to verify and prove you are who you are because there's too many scams out there. And this allows you to direct the payment to your bank account. So you can imagine somebody from Africa or India or whoever, wherever they are, any crook, that they're out there trying to steal your identity and get your money. So I apologize. I am not able to help you, but here are, those are the ways to do it. Manage my payment. It's up there where you can go and check yourself and say, am I qualified? Am I getting the money? Do they have the right bank account? Do they have the right children? Or you can say, I don't want it. I opt out. So that's what I want to tell you about the advanced child tax credit. And I wish I could do more, but I'm sorry I can't. So my next topic is the eviction. So as of August, it's coming to an end where evictions and all of that moratoriums are out there. But yes, there is some rent relief. California, I know I have people that are looking from all over the country. So I'm not sure what's going on in your state, but in California, the governor has did a new rent relief program where if you're about to be evicted or you're having a problem with your rent, that there is rent relief. You can go and initially they were going to pay like 70%. Now the new rent relief is going to pay 100%. So if you haven't been paying your rent since the pandemic, there's a process where you can go and you can get rent relief for you, or your landlord can also get it so that you could be okay. And then also there is some stuff going on Capitol Hill. What about, okay, for instance, there are some people that have mortgages and they were in forbearance. Well, in the forbearance, is supposed to be ending like I think July 31st. Well, there's an extension on the forbearance. There's also being some money put in where you can have your loan redone and bring it down to where you can afford it. And so there's a lot of help coming up. Now that bill is being thrown around, and we definitely know that it's going to be approved. And then so what you want to do is you want to talk to your mortgage company, find out if you qualify. All loans don't qualify for this. Some loans, your forbearance is going to be over, and then what you have to do is you have to talk to the loan mortgage person, and they'll either put what you owe at the end of the loan, or they can refinance the loan and come up with a new payment. But there is momentum in Capitol Hill to actually have it extended again another 60 days and to come up with some options on helping you keep your place so that you won't end up homeless or lose your place. So I thought that was some good information. You can text me if you need help. Of course, you're going to call me, KPAL 916-320-1246. The last part of my broadcast today is about how to create a business budget. One of the things that's really, really interesting to me is that small businesses, people operate by the fly. And we've had on this show and on Black Small Business Association, they've had all kind of workshops about investments, about having the right business, and about trying to be responsible, having a business account. So I just wanted to let's talk to you about how you can succeed. We want to plan for tomorrow. We want your business to make it. You cannot just have a business and don't have a budget. Just like people live, no, you got to know how your business is doing. You got to know the strength of your business, and you got to know how you can keep your business running. And you got to understand that it is very, very important. So let's talk about what is a business budget. That's a detailed plan that outlines how you spend your money monthly or annually. Now, I do it monthly because annually is too late. I think you need to know where your money's going, where every dollar is going every month. Now, there are some people that have bookkeeping and they get a profit and loss statement, and that tells them how the strengths and where the weaknesses are in their business and how they're doing. Yes, you have a feel for it, but you'd be surprised if you just, especially if you're using the ATM card, you don't realize how fast you can spend money. So you got to understand about your funds, where it is, and you got to be able to plan how you're going to spend it every month. You need to really see it. You can't guess. You need to write it down or look in your bank account or look at your profit and loss if you receive that from your bookkeeping or accountant, but you need to know. So a budget, if you're a budget, it'll help you forecast. It'll help you plan. It'll help you to decide what you're going to do. It's going to help you decide how much you need to earn yourself. It's going to help you figure out if you have money for innovative things, how to save for your business, how to project what your expenses are going to be in the future so that your business will be sound. Without this, your business is going to be suffering. So you need to do that. So, what makes a good budget? Let's talk about that. The best budgets are simple and flexible, meaning you don't have to be all hardcore about it. You don't have to be like come up with some complicated things. A good budget is something that is simple. Write down what your budget is. So if circumstance, and when I say flexible, that means that things could change. Maybe you were going to get something, but you weren't able to because of the fact that something came up, circumstances changed. So you also have to be flexible. I call them like budget meetings, emergency budget meeting. And I go look at my budget and say, oh, I had this car broke down. So I'm not going to be able to do this, but I'm going to schedule this for this. Or the printer, I need a new printer because it wasn't working or something like that. So you want to be flexible, you want to be simple, but you want to be clear about what you're doing and you want to understand your budget and business at all times. If you ever heard or seen on Shark Tank, and the first thing they ask people is, what's your numbers? If you don't know your numbers, you can't sell your business. You can't even do nothing. You've got to understand your business and know your number. So let me give you 7 pointers that will make your business budget plan good. First of all, the number one thing to make a good budget, and this is your 7 components, is you have to estimate your revenue. This is the amount that you expect to get, how much you expect to make from your sales, from your goods, your services. It's the cash you bring through the door. Regardless of whether you spend it or not, you need to kind of like understand this is the first line of your budget is going to say what my expected revenue is going to be. Maybe I think I'm going to make 5,000 this month because of the fact that, hey, I'm going to be going to some shows. This is heavy tax season. I'm expecting these many clients. So your first budget is going to be is to estimate your revenue, to figure out where your money is going to come and then you could look at, for instance, if you're a second year, a third year, you could look at streams. You could look at what happened before. You can say, oh, last year in January and the year before January, I'm making 10,000. So that's my estimate for January. Nothing changed. It's going to be the same. So I estimate. So the first component is estimate your revenue. The second component is your fixed costs. These are your expenses. What are your fixed costs? You're going to look at what is your rent, what is your insurance, what is your utilities. I'm talking about business. I ain't talking about home. This is all business. What your bank fees are going to be. If you have accounting and legal services, like you pay a bookkeeper, or if you're leasing equipment, if you have a car that you're leasing and it's all business. So your fixed costs, your utilities, you're going to put that down. That's easy. You should know what they are: telephone, cell phone, business, all your business expenses. That's going to be your fixed cost. What it's going to be, and you know what it's going to be, and you need to have a good understanding of that. The next one, the number 3, is your variable cost. I hope you guys are writing these down because this is not for free. I'm just doing this. I should be doing it for SBA. And if they ask me, I will do it. Okay, what's your variable cost? You need to identify your variable cost. Those are means like um, um, something that cost of goods or something that maybe you might need. You're not sure. Production. Maybe you might need to bring somebody in to do some work for you or something. Packaging, shipping. Those are variable costs. So you're going to kind of like guess. So this is how much shipping I might have or whatever, or this month I got to travel. Before you didn't have to travel. I got to go to San Francisco. You're going to, any of your expected costs is not fixed costs that you know, hey, this is Valentine's month. So I know I got to make extra goods for Valentine's, those kind of things. So I'm going to have some workshops and I'm going to need some promotional material. Those are the variable costs. So you want to guess what those are. I'm telling you, this is important on how to set up a budget. So you need to fix those things. Those aren't fixed costs. Those are just things that you feel might happen or that or you know what happens or something has come up. Maybe you got a big wedding all of a sudden this month, so you need more material. So think about that. And then the next one of the component is the one-time cost. So maybe there's a one-time cost that comes up. Maybe you have a startup cost. Maybe you have you know how y'all be having, like, you know how we have DMB once a year in the registration. So your one-time cost. So if there's any one-time cost, maybe there's some software you need to buy. Maybe there's a desk and one-time cost to set up. Maybe you have to pay this your business taxes, or maybe you have to pay something that's a one-time cost for that year. Then you want to include that in your one-time cost. So that's the number 4. The number 5, I'm moving fast because this is like, I don't even talk so much. Okay, we got to roll with this. And I usually don't do more than 20 minutes. So we getting close already. Your cash flow. No, I'm over 20 minutes. Your cash flow. So this is all the money traveling in and out of your business. You have a positive cash flow if there's more money coming into your business. You have a negative cash flow if there's more money going out. And then you're going to have to figure out on your cash flow, do I use a credit card? Do I have enough cash to do what I want? Do I have enough petty cash? Do I need a loan? So you're going to determine in your budget for that month how much cash you're going to need in order to do your company. For me, I'm a service, so I don't have to have a cash flow in most of the time, except for when I want to pay commission, or if I want to pay people to do my work, then I need a cash flow. And some people want cash, but your cash flow is what we call the oxygen of every business. Make sure you monitor your cash flow weekly. Don't let your cash get away from you. You keep track of your cash all the time. I have so many clients that they get cash, and if you got a positive cash, make a deposit. Go put it in your bank. If it stays in your cash register, if it stays in your desk, you're gonna buy McDonald's. Here, let me go buy this. Let me go buy that. Your cash flow is to be kept in your business. Keep your business in on a business flow. So cash flow, make sure you monitor that and you keep your cash. Oh, my client paid by cash. Okay, put it in your register and then go to the bank and deposit in the bank so that your business can be sustainable. So you can understand where it is and sustainable. The 6th thing is your profit. What is your profit? I have so many people don't understand the component about your profit. So your profit is that you got your income, you've got all those expenses, and they're deducted from your revenue. And what's left is your profit. And you have to figure out what your projected revenue is, your expenses, your cost of your goods, and then what your profit, and then determine what your profit margin is. Are you making any business money on this business? Yes, probably in the first year, you're going to have to reinvest your profit. You may not have enough, but eventually, in 2 to 3 years, you need to have a profit to make this business valuable. IRS says if you don't have a profit, it's a hobby. So are you making a profit? Do you have a profit margin? And then you want to look at your profit and say, can I make it better? Am I wasting money? How is my profit doing? How can I extend my profit to make it better? So it's very important about the profit, about you being able to determine where your profit margin is, and if your company is making money, and to look at what am I doing to sustain that? Because guess what happens in your profit? Your salary. You pay yourself out of your profit. So you've got to make a profit or your business is not going to make it. So you've got to figure out, what can I do to cut costs? Do I need to raise prices? Do I need to stop doing some things? Is this product not working? Because without a profit, your business doesn't really exist. It's just out there as a hobby. And if you can't pay yourself, you're eventually going to close your business. Now, the seventh thing is that you need is a budget calculator. This is a helpful tool. So you can get these, you can get spreadsheets. I use Excel myself. So I just do a basic budget calculator where I track my expenses. I track I have my categories where I say, I have advertising, I have this, I have that. And I create this list every month. And on that list, I'm able to track what I'm doing. And the what it looks like is really interesting. So what you can do on your budget, you can say, especially if you have products, I sell this, this is what it costs, and this is what I have left over. You've got to have a calculator or some kind of Excel or something that, so that you can have some idea how your business is functioning. So they have startup calculators. They have different kind of little calculators, or you can just, I just do a simple Excel sheet so I can see roughly how I'm doing every month. And I'm telling you, I've been doing a budget on my personal and on my business for years. Years. When I tell you this, I used to do it by hand. Now of course, I got smart and I've used Excel and I use other software. But I can tell you how much I spend on payroll. I can tell you how much I spend on promotional materials. I can tell you what's going to cost me for my toner. For my, I have I lease a copier, and what I spend average a month on that. Now, the one thing about my business though, it's seasonal. So it's going to be really high during certain seasons. So I'm going to tell you that during, February, March, and April, I'm spending $300 or $400 a month on toner for my maintenance on my copier. And then the other months is only like 100 and something. So I have a very thorough understanding of my business. So I hope that was a snapshot, that was good for you, that it was able to help you in regarding how to do a good business budget. And yes, there's other components, but in the time essence, not boring you to death, not being too boring. But I just wanted to put some good information out to you, and so I hope that was good for you. Next week we'll talk about something else. We have a guest called Nakita Price. She has a women's weapon training on how to use a weapon. Yes, and some of us, we need to, we need to know how, because people break in your home. There's a lot of people who live by themselves. So I'm so proud of this lady. So next week we have Nakita Price. She has her own business, and she's going to talk to you about training for those of you that have a weapon. You know, not just God and some holy oil, but something going to stop somebody in the track. So God bless you. And I just want to make a shout out to Small Business, Black Small Business Association of California, that I love you. You're so wonderful. Thank you for helping me today. You are, Selena, the best and the most beautiful. Come on there and say hi to the people, Selena. Just come on a minute.
Good morning.
Good morning, my beautiful girl. I love you and I thank you. And
I
everybody, you
love
have a
you.
blessed week, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Thank you.